Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we're looking at a review for linear regression test 2 here, and I'm going to go over a few different problems, about 5 problems, so my students could be better prepared for the test. So let's take a look here. Let's go deal with 2 variable statistics, and the first one here is dealing with a scatter plot. Okay, so researchers studied a relationship between the number of times a certain species of cricket will chirp in 1 minute and the temperature outside. Her data is expressed in the scatter plot and the line of best fit below. So they want to know, what does the point 119.66.3 represent? So here's the scatter plot, here's the line of best fit, and notice they're referring to the dot here. Okay, it's off the line. Okay, so they're talking about something that actually happened. If it's referring to something on the line, they're talking about an expectation or something they expect to happen. So keep that in mind. So since it's expected to happen, it didn't actually happen, that eliminates A and B. Okay, so now we're going to look at the X and Y of this point here. And the X is 119, which is the chirps per minute, and the Y is the temperature. So the 66.3 has to be the temperature, and the 119 has to be the chirps. So on the 2 we have left over, it's saying the temperature is 119. Nope, that won't work. So the temperature is 66.3. That checks out, with the chirps being 119 per minute. So that's going to be D. Okay, so you might see that question in a lot of different ways. They may give you the X and look for the Y, give you the Y, look for the X, give you a point on the line, give you a point off the line. Those are different things you got to look for. Alright, now let's take a look at this. This is where we actually make the scatter plot. Okay, and we're just going to plot out these points. I'm going to go over to up 6, over 4, and up 7, over 9, and up 10, over 6, and up 9, over 1, and up 2, over 0, and up 1, over 8, and up 7, over 7, and up 5. Okay, so that's the scatter plot, right? So, and I'm going to kind of put 2 questions in one on this one. But the first question is, you make the scatter plot and you look and you see, oh, cool, I can tell it's going up. So the scatter plot shows a positive correlation because the plot's value of the X, the plotted values of X increase, the values of Y increase as well. So it's positive because it goes up, and because as you go this way, it goes this way. Okay, so something else that's on the test is being able to draw a line of best fit, where you sit back and you try the best you can draw a line that fits in between your scatter plot. You want to make sure that you have enough dots on the left and the right with equal distance. Okay, scatter plot and drawing a line of best fit. 2 questions in that one there. Alright, the next thing I'm going to show is linear regression. So with linear regression, we're looking at a question like this. Okay, the mathematics teacher wanted to see correlation between test scores and homework. The homework grade is X, and the test grade is Y. So the homework grade is X, and the test grade is Y. Alright, are given to accompany the table. Write the linear regression equation that represents the set of data rounding all coefficients to the nearest 100. Okay, keep in mind we're rounding to the nearest 100 for the coefficient. Using the equation, estimate the homework grade to the nearest integer. And if you see something that says integer, they mean whole number. Whole number. Okay, for a student with a test grade of 85. Alright, so what did they give us? They gave us the test grade, and the test grade is Y. So they give us Y. So keep that in mind. We'll come back to that in a second. But there's two types of problems. There's one where they give you the y and want you to find the x, or they give you the x and want you to find the y. Okay, this is one they give you the y, want you to find the x. So what you're going to do is you're going to click here where it says copy values for the calculator, and then click here to open up the statistics calculator. Once that happens, it'll open up this right here, right? And then you'll hit paste values, and it'll put the numbers that you've copied into the calculator. Then you're going to click over here where it says edit list, and it's going to be a drop down menu, and you're going to make that menu be the calc menu. This is what you wanted to say. Then it's another drop down menu that says ln reg ax plus b, and then you hit calculate and you get these numbers. These are the coefficients, the a and the b. These are the numbers that you need to round to whatever it says to round to. So remember, it says to round those numbers to the nearest 100 for the coefficient. That's what these numbers are right here. Okay? So if we round it to the nearest 100, we're going to look at the 5 and look to the number to the right, which is 0, which means you're going to round down. So A is going to be 0.75. Okay. Here we're going to go 2 decimal places. We're looking at the 2, look to the number to the right, which is 7. We're going to round up. So B is going to be equal to 14.13, rounding up. You got to make sure you round. Sometimes it's the hundredths, sometimes it's the tenth. Just got to make sure you know what you're rounding to. Alright, now I'm going to plug those numbers in to make my formula. Let me write it up here. So again, it's y is equal to ax plus b. And a again was 0.75 and b is 14.13. Okay, so now I have my equation, and this right here is what you type in the first box. It's going to go right here, right? And you want to put the y and everything right in here. That's what this whole equation, make sure I'm clear, this whole equation goes right here in this box. Alright, now we're going to solve for x because they give us y. So we'll plug this 85 and plug it in for y. Now if they had gave you x, you would plug it in here for x and then just solve. So I got 85 is equal to, I'm going to put that 0 back in front of it, 0.75 x plus 14.13. Now I'm just going to isolate the variable, subtract 13, on both sides. And when I subtract that, this will cancel out, and that's going to leave me with 70.85. And then I'm going to bring down this 0.75 x, and then I'm going to divide 0.75. Okay, this will cancel out, leaving the x here, and this will get me 94.493. Okay, now what do I do next? So this is my answer, but they said to round to the nearest integer, which is the whole number. So I take a look at the 4 here, look to the number to the right, it's 4 less, so I round down. So my answer is going to be 94. And then that's the answer I put in right here. And that's linear regression. Alright, let's take a look at a few more problems here. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at correlation coefficient. Yeah, if I can find the right question here, right here. Alright, so this will give you an idea of just a little cheat sheet so you can see that if it's perfect, if it's positive, it's going up. If it's negative, it's going down. And if it's perfect, right in line, then it's a perfect, and your correlation coefficient number is 1. If it's going up and it's almost perfect, then it's strong. And if it's not perfect at all, then it's weak. Okay? So on these next few problems, what you want to do is just determine which one it is. Okay? So on this one here, it's going up, so it's positive, and it's not close together at all, so it's weak. So it's going to be positive, weak, and it's a weak positive correlation. So that will be the one that you select for that one. Alright, on number 5 over here, it's similar to the ones we just did. That number lets you know how strong it is. You got weak numbers and strong numbers. The closer it is to 1 or -1, the stronger the relationship is. Okay, so it can be strong. It can go up to 1, but it can't go over 1. So on this particular one, they want us to find a strong positive linear relationship between x and y. So we don't have to worry about this part here at all. You don't even have to look at the part in yellow. The only thing we're worried about is the number in green here, the R. That's the only thing we're looking at. Okay, so we want to find the biggest positive number. So the biggest number here is this 0.8301, but it's negative. So we're going to eliminate that. This number's big too, but it's over 1, so we eliminate that. So we're picking a bigger number between this 0.26 and 0.81 because it's strong positive linear relationship. So it's going to be 4, regression 4, and that's the one you pick. And that's it. That is the review for the test. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.